Okay, I think we're live. What's up, everybody? I'm Zach. I'm the community manager of Big Time, and today, welcome to another installment of our kind of casual stream series, Casual Tuesdays. What's up, everybody? Just joining. We are doing something very special today. If you guys can't tell, maybe you're getting notified all over the place, but we are live streaming on basically all of our social platforms right now. Dude, it's just insane. If I got stage fright, this is the time. We're live streaming on everywhere that you can find Big Time pretty much. And guys, welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday so far. Welcome to Big Time. If this is your first time seeing it, Big Time is an action MMORPG where you adventure through time and space. And right now we are in Time's End, the last planet left at the end of the universe. I hope you guys could hear me all right. I'm just trying to make sure everything here works. I'm pretty sure everything is good. But guys, this is where you're gonna spawn in Watertown in Time's End after you guys complete the first time user experience. In our latest patch, we got a complete revamp to our first time user experience. So when you first get into the game, you're gonna go on a quest-based storyline. Geez, I don't know, man. It depends on if you want to speed run or take your time and look at everything and kind of fully take your time with the NPC dialogue. If you do so, it's going to take you about 3 hours of just story-based goodness, talking to Schrodinger, dealing with Waffles the cat. I don't want to spoil it too much, but basically you're assisting Schrodinger to put back time itself. And you are a student and a cadet at Evermore Academy, basically the academy that's trying to save time itself. After you complete that, I'm not going to say exactly too much more of the details. I want you guys to experience it for yourself. You're going to be spawning here in Time's End, and specifically we're in Watertown. This is basically what your first glimpse of the actual kind of open world environment is going to be like after you kind of complete our story narrative in the very beginning and kind of go on those quests, right? And it's going to ask you to select a class. There are 4 classes in the game. I want to tell you guys about that. Each one have their pros and cons, and those classes are based on something called pocket watches. And yeah, each have their pros and cons. Each have their strong suits. I'm playing the Time Warrior, which is kind of your tank melee brute. Can do a lot of damage, take a lot of damage back, but is not the most mobile or agile, or let alone do anything long range. There's your Shadow Blade, which is kind of your DPS ninja assassin. Can do a lot of damage, can't take a lot, but is very nimble and agile. And then you have your Chronomancer, which is your long distance mage who casts spells to do damage, and kind of your long distance mage. You have your Quantum Fixer, which is kind of jack of all trades, master of none, but he's your healer, he's your support. And it's very necessary to any team comp to have a Quantum Fixer. You need the heals, man, because of course when you're dealing with these crazy bosses that we're going to encounter in our adventures today, they're going to be pretty difficult to deal with. But guys, again, if you're tuning in, maybe you're watching this actually for your first time because we're live streaming on a bunch of different platforms, literally basically everything we have. And guys, I'm talking about the game, answering any questions you guys have, and we're live streaming on TikTok, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok, and probably more, but it's slipping my mind. We're gonna hop into a time tear. A time tear, you can think of it as your traditional portal to get into an adventure or a dungeon. Each one is procedurally generated, so you're never going to get the same thing. It's always going to be a unique experience, and it'll never get stale. The route that we're going to take is different. The weather, the time of day, the mission objectives, and the bad guys that we fight inside this adventure are always going to be unique. It's going to be different, and you're never going to get the same thing. It's dependent on the type of classes and the amount of people you have in your party. Speaking of which, the maximum party size is 6 for when you hop into these adventures. So yourself and 5 others. And these time tears, the kind of time tears you'll get and what type of, adventure style it's going to be, because we have a bunch of different styles. We have the Tomb of the Unknown Pharaoh, which is a pyramid deserty adventure where you fight the catacombs of basically an Egyptian pyramid. And you have the insectoid hive here, as you can see, kind of a foresty area. You have your desert, you have your siphon, which is your ancient alien power station, and you have your icy castle, which is you're fighting through the remains of basically a planet-sized monster that kind of crashed in a tundra, and you're fighting through the catacombs of what you think is an ice cave. But really, I don't know if a lot of players know, really what you're fighting through is the inside of a gigantic monster, of a gigantic mechanical robot monster. So yeah, guys, we're going to be killing these bad guys. And every time you get into an adventure, it's going to be a unique set of mission objectives. It's going to be different. You're never going to get the same thing. And our mission objective is to destroy 3 rift generators and their summoned abominations. Guys, what the heck does that mean? Well, as we start to destroy these rift generators with our melee and skill-based attacks, when we get to about half health, when these generators get to about half health, a shield is going to pop up. And then we have to kind of fend off waves and waves. It's going to be a very good time. hopefully we'll survive. Hopefully it's going to be a better time for us than it will be for them. But I guess we just have to see how, maybe hopefully everything's in our favor today. Sometimes you'll get drone bugs like this. You never know. Sometimes the Rift Abomination can be turrets. You really never know exactly what you're going to get. I'll tell you guys, when you're dealing with these, do your best to knock out the turrets, because they really can do a ton of damage. And you wouldn't think, but it stacks up pretty quickly. So as you can see, I have my Barbarian Shout, which I just used on these bad guys. Something pretty cool is you can have abilities that geez, dude, you could see. Oh my god, man. You could see they're just taking my health. Anyway, like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by these turrets. Gosh, man. I'm using my Barbarian Shout. Dodge out of the way right there. Well, what does that mean? Well, as you can see, it stuns enemies and does damage, but I also have another skill that I've been adding that's kind of like a sub-skill to that main Barbarian Shout, which will do damage over time in the sort of a bleed effect. And so guys, how do you get these skill points? How do you do these things? Well, as we kill bad guys and even destroy rift generators like you see, and complete mission objectives, you're going to get experience, and when you get enough experience, you'll go to the next level. And when you go to the next level, you're gonna get 2 stat points, and you're gonna get 1 skill point. You can spend those skill points, like I said, on unlocking cool things like that bleed for the Barbarian Shout, or you can level up an ability that you already have unlocked. So you're able to level these abilities up multiple tiers, and kind of just make them better all across the board. But guys, I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday, or wherever it is in the world from where you're watching. Maybe where you're watching this in the world, it's possibly Wednesday. And guys, if you're watching and it's Wednesday, I hope you've had a wonderful day so far. Whatever time of day it is, thank you for tuning in and taking time out of your busy week to chill and have some fun. Guys, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Let me check the chat. What's everyone saying? Let me check the chat. Stop being a chat noob. Oh, Jeremy, thanks for sending the fire. Zach, I better get accepted this Thursday so I can play with you. Nick, man, I'd love that, dude. Yeah, I hate to be nagging. I never got in. Dude, you never got in? Oh, man. We'll have to go check and make sure. I remember I sent in all your info. Oh, man, I want to make sure everyone gets a Ruby Pass. I feel like I might become Eric Cartman. I've become Eric Cartman when he was playing World of Warcraft. Hey, man, that's okay. We all got to channel our inner geek, our inner nerd while playing, man. That's what it's all about. You know, and don't worry, you're not gonna be alone. There's a good female population that play big time, dude. So we could search for the ladies on big time. That's so funny, man. Don't worry, we're not gonna be too much basement dwellers. That's so funny. But guys, feel free to ask questions. We're just chilling. I might be addicted to this game once again, and man, it is addicting. I'm gonna be honest, especially when you play in a party. I was saying yesterday, we have a very big kind of guild community in big time. Really, it's astonishing the kind of organizations people have created around the game, and really, it's become such a social aspect for so many people. I mean, really, to get in and hang out in VC and kind of do these public events with 30 players and just you're all fighting for a single purpose, right? It just becomes a heap of fun to be able to kind of cooperate for a single objective and get these gigantic rewards and really kind of take it home. But if you're not into that, and maybe you just want to play with a small group and kind of get in more intimate parties, man, it's a bunch of fun. It really is a bunch of fun. So what are we doing, guys? Well, we're destroying these rift generators. You're seeing as the rift generator gets to about half health, the shield will pop up, and you have to fight off the rift abominations, which are kind of the guards and waves of enemies that protect them. You never know what kind of mobs you're going to get, or what it's going to be like, or what the adventure throws at you. So, man, we're just trying. We're giving it all we've got, and I think we're doing pretty good so far. This has been a chill day for me. I made a TikTok video today about emotes in big time, which was a bunch of fun. Did some work, and now we're just chilling. It's chilling, guys. We're just having a chill evening. It's 6:20 for me, so we're just vibing, man. As you can see up ahead, there's a shrine. If you guys don't know what a shrine is, they are basically consumables that are all around these adventure instances. They come in different shapes and sizes. This is the Revive Fallen Allies, or it used to be called Comrade Shrine. So if you're playing with your teammates and you happen to get knocked, like your health goes to 0, and you're kind of bleeding out, I guess, is a typical mechanic in games. If your teammate can come and revive you about a certain amount of time, I believe 20-30 seconds to come and revive you. If they're not able to get to you in time, you're dead. And if you're dead, a teammate can come to the shrine I was talking about a second ago. They can activate it, consume it. The shrine will do a cool animation and be consumed and used. it'll go away, and then all your teammates will come back from the dead. But it's 1 time per shrine. I believe there's, on a usual adventure, it kind of depends on the size of the adventure, but usually about 2 to 3. How stable is the economy in the game? That is a concern for me. Well, I'd say it's a very stable economy. And really, we are an MMO first and very much economy second. But we have really people from the traditional former economic sector that are putting their 2 cents in, making sure that we have a stable platform to people to be able to trade and buy these digital cosmetics. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, we have digital cosmetics and digital collectibles in big time. And they are, as I say, they are just cosmetic. They're not going to give you any advantage in game, but they make you look pretty stylish. But it's not pay to win, and they don't give you an advantage. So that's something pretty interesting to mention. You can see I have them all equipped on my character. You can see I think I look pretty cool, man. I may be biased, but I think I look pretty cool. I kind of customized them myself. But yeah, we really are making sure that the supply and demand, the drop rates, we're making sure everything is stable, especially for long term. And especially people who are early playing the game and early adopters. We always want to make sure we reward our early adopters and make sure everyone really feels supported in their community and heard. So I thought weapons were on the traceable market. If you go to all our digital collectibles in game, they're traded on our open loot platform, which is kind of our umbrella to be able to kind of buy and sell our digital collectibles. And yeah, we do have other like our Binance postcards that we have on Binance. I believe some of them are on OpenSea. So we have done collections on those kind of major trading platforms. But the reason why we're using OpenLoot is so that we don't have those crazy gas fees that you pay with, Ethereum and those other networks. And of course, I know they're working on it. The Ethereum team's working to cut stuff down. But really, this is instant, secure, and really a really solid way to do it. We were just talking about our economy. If you guys want to kind of hear more about it in grave detail, we have people, it's kind of devs from the team, and our Khaled, our director of monetization and economy. We answered a bunch of questions, I believe, last Friday. I think it was. I believe it was last Friday. We did a town hall stream, which we do once a month. And we basically went and answered a bunch of questions. I believe it was 50 or 60 questions, ranging from the economy to gameplay to the future of big time, gameplay-wise, game mechanics, all the fun stuff. And we really got into the nitty-gritty. So if you want to kind of hear more about our economy, kind of what we're predicting from the horse's mouth, because Khaled is the man, and he's the mastermind behind a lot of our economy to make sure it's a well-oiled fighting machine, go check that out. Basic equipment be traded and sold. So I'll explain it in a second when I'm able to show it in my inventory. I don't want to get blown to bits here. Oh geez, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me, Mr. Turret. Please. Oh man, that turret is just ruthless. I'm gonna try and heal for a second. So there is the items that you're picking up on the ground that have stats like these from these turrets and stuff. And in my inventory from killing bad guys, those are stat based. Those have your damage, your modifiers, your mitigation, all the stuff that you'd imagine from an item. And then you have your cosmetics. And those are skins that are applied, like that helmet just dropped. That has stats on it, but that can't be bought or that can't be sold. It can be sold for gold coins, which have no real life value. But the digital cosmetics, under my cosmetics tab, these don't have any stats, but these have real world value. So if that's how it makes sense. The weapons and armor pieces, those are basically skins and 3D models that you apply to an existing non-digital collectible that has stats, if that makes sense. Hope that makes sense for everyone watching. And we also have space, which is our kind of our version of our kind of your PPU, your personal metaverse, your personal area to explore, call it internally. And that's an area that you can buy and expand on your starter area, where you'll have nodes to be able to have utility and crafting and fun stuff like that, which we made a whole video on our YouTube, which I believe some people are watching from YouTube, which is very cool because we are live streaming on a bunch of different platforms, if you guys don't know, all at once. So I want to make sure I'm doing a good job and everything's running steady. My poor router is it's shaken, man. I believe it could be used as a nuclear power plant. All you need is just put it in some water and it'll start boiling stuff, man. What's up, chat? What's up, man? What's up, Cap Morgan? So pretty cool, guys. I'm using software called Restream.io. We're not sponsored or anything. It's very cool. It allows me to see all the chats condensed into one place, which is pretty nifty, man. So I'm able to answer everybody and from streaming on TikTok. Let me make sure I'm just reading everything, man. When we have patch for the release of the time token, Zach, I can't wait. Well, man, go check out our stream from town hall. We do it once a month. I believe it was an hour and a half. We did it on last Friday. And dude, it seriously was stellar. We answered a bunch of questions specifically about when are we going to have the time token? When's that coming? Info about, our Matt Tonks, our CTO, is dropping epic knowledge bombs, talking to us all about different stuff coming to the game, different bad guys. I believe he dropped a Blight Captain, I think it was. And so go watch that stream, man, if you want to really know, because you hear it from the horse's mouth. I'm the community manager. And dude, that's honestly, man, it's above my pay grade. Those guys are freaking superstars. And I'm just trying to relay information from the community to the devs so everyone feels heard. How to get sapphires or gems from other game? I'm ranked 38 and I only have 1 ruby after playing. Rubies are difficult. I believe, I don't have any myself. I believe you only get them from the highest tier adventures. And I believe you from mining. Don't quote me on this, but I believe I heard this from a source. You get those from killing bad guys and mining rocks in the highest tier adventures. I may be mistaken, but I believe that's what I know on it. We have a really cool wiki. I believe if you use !wiki in our Discord, it should bring you to our wiki, which you can kind of see a detailed overview on all your questions. Is this Unreal Engine 5? I believe it's not Unreal Engine 5. I believe it's 4. I do believe. So can the equipment be traded and sold? Yes, so the equipment that can be traded and sold are just digital. They are just cosmetic. So they don't have stats, so it's not pay to win. And you can't kind of, credit card warrior your way to the top, which I don't think is very fun. You can't do that. I think you'd be doing it the right way. So if you see someone with a high stat item, they worked for it. So guys, what am I doing right now? I'm trying to kill fauna. You can see there's a fauna right there. Hopefully I can get him up here. You can use my barbarian shout. Can I kill him from up here? Can I get up there? I don't think I can. It's fine. When will the game come out? So we're in public early access. So if you want to be able to get into the game and you want to try it yourself, all you need is a Ruby Pass. Ruby Passes are free and they're very easy to come across. If you're inside our Discord, I think he's right there. Dude, he disappeared. Oh my God, dude, I need to have a better eye. All right, he disappeared. If you go into our Discord and type in !access, we've about 400,000 people. You'll be able to get access and get yourself a Ruby Pass. All you need to do is sign up through your Google account and make an OpenLoot account. OpenLoot is kind of our overarching umbrella platform that makes everything happen. Everything's powered by OpenLoot. And that's how you're able to get access. It's free. You're able to get in, have your friends do it as well. Aren't you excited? They said they're going to do a quest still. Did you think there's going to be an achievement system? I totally think there's going to be an achievement system. Okay, this is what I have to say, man. Our devs are, honestly, it's very cool to say, when they're not working on big time, they're playing games for fun. And they are experienced diehard gamers from AAA studios. They know, man. They know what we want because they are a gamer themselves. So do not worry. There's absolutely going to be all that type of stuff. I really think we're going to get expansions to the party mechanic, your party system, friends, social features. It's all going to get bigger and better. You heard, Big Papa Matt Tonks talking about it, about what's coming to the game. And, man, I'm trying to contain my excitement because I do get to appear behind the big time umbrella every once in a while and see kind of what's going on under the hood. And I get to see what they're working on in meetings. And man, it really gets my gears going because I started out as a fan of big time. I still am, but I'm just saying, I digress. I'm saying before I was, officially part of the big time team, I just was loving what they're doing. So whenever I get to kind of see this game progress, it really just makes me so happy, man. I love what they're working on. I see the animations. I see what kind of the sound team, they're always working on cool stuff, and they get the giggles for games just like I do. And that's what they are at the end of the day. And I really feel like a game that's made by gamers you're really going to have, I think, a truly stellar result. I'm really excited for 0.26 and 0.27 in the future. Oh my gosh, man. I hear what's coming. And if you hear what Matt Tonk said on this town hall stream, guys, go watch it if you haven't seen it. It really is just so freaking cool. The whole world of Time's End, of course, it's not just that island. Like he said, there are continents, guys. I don't know if you heard him say that. And basically the whole world is going to expand. As you can see, there's mountains in the distance, different landscapes, and they're really making sure that these adventures are more populated. There's more variety, there's more stuff going on. It is really just so cool. And the adventures, kind of the water around Time's End, who knows how they're going to go about it. You're definitely going to be able to explore, and the world is just going to get bigger and bigger. Dude, this game looks really amazing. I really want to play it. Well, Singing Gummy Bear, hop into our Discord, type !access. This is big time. If you look up big time MMO, big time game, you'll be able to get, or big time Discord, you'll be able to get in and type !access, and I hope to see you in game. Nice, dude. In World of Warcraft, sometimes I would take a hippogriff just to admire the scenery. Man, I'm not a WoW player, but that sounds amazing. I admire the scenery in big time just as well. You know, dude, I just love looking at it. And I've, some of my friends, they play big time on a freaking toaster. They play it on a Samsung refrigerator. I'm just kidding, but really low-end machines, and they're able to get really solid results in frames per second. So really cool. And in a recent update, the game's able to kind of adjust the graphics according to the processing power of your specific machine. So guys, if you're worried about, oh, I really don't know if I'll be able to play it, I don't have, the newest RTX 1 billion graphics card, don't worry, man. You'll be able to hop in and really have a good time and play efficiently, and I really think that's what it's all about. But feel free to ask questions about Big Time, guys. If this is your first time seeing it, welcome. We are an early access MMO with AAA devs behind us, really working on some stellar projects, making Big Time really something special. And if you guys want to try it yourself, it's free to play. We are a free to play MMO. We are in an early access pass stage, and if you want to get those passes, let me know. And all you need to do is kind of sign in through Google. Make like an account through Google, and you're able to sign in through our launcher and be able to play the game, man. So easy as pie. Let's kill these bad guys. So, like I was saying, I have the Barbarian Shout, but on top of this Barbarian Shout, I have a bleed effect that's applied. So you can see these Blight, these Underlings, they're all having this kind of like, basically like a poison effect, but it's like a damage over time. It's a bleed that's applied to them. And it's a sub-skill that's applied to my main Barbarian Shout. It really is stellar. And I'll tell you guys, if you are progressing down skill trees, really look at the sub-skills that connect it, because they can really make a gigantic difference on your performance in game. Something like that I liked from the beginning. Is this game in Spanish? If I understand half of what you said. Yes, we have translated the game. We recently added support for Japanese players as well. So if you guys hop into your settings, you should be able to change the language to whatever native to you. I believe there is Spanish. I can quickly check. Gameplay. Yep. Yes, Spanish right there. There you go. So yes, Spanish is supported in game, as well as a bunch of other languages that are supported as well. Are you still on the schedule for updates every 4 to 6 weeks? Yes, we are. I was just in a meeting the other day, and they were kind of showing us all the stuff that's coming, and it's really exciting. Every kind of 4 to 6 weeks, I think, is kind of the schedule for a major patch, and of course, hot fixes in between to make sure everything is stable. But yeah, they're really pushing out some real stellar. There's really stellar speed from the dev. We are a smaller side on the dev team. I mean, really, if you look at kind of main AAA titles, they have teams that are 10 times our size, and they still take a long time in between updates. That kind of tells you the efficiency at which the devs are really working. But yeah, when is it coming out? Lauren asks. You can play it now. It's free. And we are in early access, but you can play it, and we'd love to see you in game. You can type in !access in our Discord, and that should give you everything you need to know about getting into Big Time. It'll let you know the steps and everything, but it's free. No money required, nothing. I'm really a guy that loves updates and patches, so seeing stuff like, a 4 to 6 week kind of update schedule really is just cool. That's when we get every kind of a major patch that changes our content, and I really believe that players are going to be very excited. I feel like next patch is going to be kind of meta changing for a lot of things. How do you think the lore will go? Upgrade to have enemies to defeat, but will we have intrigue, some characters to hate, some love stories? I'm a lore guy, through and through. So yes, in our recent update, it was all about lore. Seriously, it was all about lore, and more to come. We're absolutely going to have storylines. You're going to kind of go on quests that kind of like lead into each other, like quest lines. And yeah, it's going to expand on Schrodinger and the Evermore Academy. There's everything has a purpose, and yes, it is going to absolutely expand. You're going to go on little storylines, interact with NPCs, and everything's going to get bigger and better. I got access yesterday. First thing I'm struggling with is inventory management, not knowing what's worth saving and what to trash when it comes to materials. Hey man, that's a really good question. I'd love to help you with that. So first off the bat, I'll tell you, if you haven't already, unlock your starter area. Your starter area, it's in your passive skill tree. See right here, unlock this. I'd say first thing, if you're struggling with inventory management, you get that right off the bat. Why? Because inside of it, you're going to have something called a stash, and that is basically a massive area where you can deposit items that you don't need and only bring with you what's necessary. Get that right off the bat. That's my first tip to give you. Second, really, you don't need anything that, too much except potions, a little bit of potions, some Tree of Lives, and your main skills on your hotbar 1 through 10. If you're going to keep an extra pocket watch with you, keep it. And I'll tell you, if you guys haven't found a bag, look for them. You can see they expand your inventory, and they allow you to carry more stuff. See, my inventory is pretty barren. It's just a bunch of potions, and that's it. Got that once I hit level 10. Yeah, so dump what you don't need in there. Find a bag. Bags allow you to open up your inventory. Also, in your skill tree, under your passive tree, you're able to expand your inventory up to 10 times. And you need to interact with one of the NPCs around time's end to be able to increase your inventory size. You got to spend gold coins, and then Path of Pockets. Then you're going to be able to, so you can see, progress down these storylines, these skill tree lines, be able to expand your inventory. But I'd say only take Tree of Lives, potions, pocket watch that you're going to switch to, and only have your skills on your 1 through 10. That's really all you need to have. I've been mining like a madman. Yup, so if you, just so you know, I'll take you to your area. Let me put this down. Let me just show you Cap Morgan. Just hopefully I can show you. If you already know this, man, I digress. I just want to make sure that you have everything you have equipped, knowledge-based. Okay, so you're getting these materials, right? You're mining these rocks. Well, what do you do with it? Well, when you go into your starter area, go in the corner and interact with this weapon gem crafter. Well, as you can see, you can craft these weapon gems. Weapon gems use that material that you're mining from the rocks. You can see it says tin setting. Well, you need to craft those settings as part of the required ingredients to craft these gems. You can see you need iron ore, copper ore. Now you're seeing everything starting to come together, right? So after you craft these settings, you'll be able to take the other required materials and craft these gems. These gems slot into your weapons and give your weapons basically enchants to make them perform better on the battlefield. And weapons level up just like the player does. So in your inventory, you can see these slots are unlocked, 3 out of 4. You can see I need 260,000 experience to be able to unlock that 4th slot. And I equip those gems into each of my 4 combos. And I can make those gems through the materials I mine from rocks, if that makes sense. Of course, you need other stuff, like sometimes Tree of Lives go in the recipe, but that's an essential part of the recipe. So that's what you're going to do with mining. And if you're not just going to, you can also mine the rocks, and you can sell them for their raw gold coin cost, if that makes sense. Do you know at some point the experience can be transferred from one pocket watch? The truth is a bit screwed having to go from level 1 to 30 or 40 2 to 3 times. I really don't think that's going to happen. We really think of it like prestiging and being able to kind of to prestige your way to another pocket watch, because pocket watches kind of have a performance cap, right? You want to go to a higher tier pocket watch because you've kind of unlocked sometimes everything the pocket watch has to give you. And I think we think it's kind of the fun to be able to grind it up to kind of these maxes. And it really makes the game take a lot more time and a lot more progression and make everything feel a lot more substantial. So yeah, I don't think that will happen. Can I download the game? Is it available? We're in early access and it's playable early access. So if you want to try it, if you go into our Discord and type !access, you'll be able to find out everything you need to know to be able to get in game. Yep, it's a free form. Just kind of sign up for it, and it's free. You're going to sign in with your Google account, and why you're going to do that, it's easy, no passwords. Then on top of that, it's more secure, and also when you log into our launcher to play the game, you're going to be able to just log in with that Gmail account as well. All right, let's pop in. I want to do 2 to 10. I don't want to do that same adventure. Let's do something. Of course, it's procedurally generated, but I want to do a different leveled adventure. Welcome everyone joining. I'm having a really good time. We're live streaming on a bunch of different platforms right now on using Restream.io. It's pretty cool. And so yeah, that's why this is a special stream trying to figure out managing all those different platforms. But I think my Wi-Fi is holding true. So let's pop in and kill it. One of the things I do in Big Time, look for potential fishing areas. So there is a member of our dev team who loves the idea of fishing and gardening in Big Time. He loves fishing and gardening in other games, and he keeps pushing for it. So you never know, maybe one weekend when he has a little spare time, he'll pop in and make sure that fishing is coming to a patch to sometime soon. I always think he wants to do it. I believe he's gonna do it. So yes, fishing and gardening is gonna happen. When can we transfer our consciousness to Big Time? Man, we just need to talk to Elon with what is that, Neuralink? We need to connect our brain, man. Dude, I don't know how you guys feel about that. I'm digressing so much right now, but I don't know how you guys feel about that. I'd love to do it. I really would love to do it. I always think it's so cool to be a cyborg and kind of fuse your consciousness with AI and artificial intelligence and be like a superhuman. Hey, man, I'd love to do that, dude. But I also think, man, wouldn't our brains be hackable? That'd be insane, dude. Dude, I would love to, dude. That'd be so cool. But yeah, man, if you guys are your first time watching this, welcome. I'm just killing bad guys. This is a casual Tuesday. Really, this is just chill. Sometimes you can talk to me and ask me questions if you guys are curious, and kind of be like, hangout vibe sessions. We can all kind of get to know each other, kill bad guys, and talk about Neuralink and connecting your minds to Big Time. Hey, man, that's the final step. That's the final step. You can control your brain, you can connect your brain to the game, man. I always thought that would be so cool for gaming, dude. Like 4D, man. All right, let's destroy these wimpy drone bugs. So our mission objective is to eliminate 5 fauna. Fauna are non-hostile mobs, but here's the thing. The hostile mobs will kill the fauna. Poor fauna, man. They never can catch a break, but the fauna are harmless, but the hostile mobs target them as well. So it's kind of a race to get to them. So you really can only find fauna in areas where there are not enemies, and there's enemies all over. So there's only one way to kind of settle this. You gotta kill those enemies, be able to leave the fauna all to yourself to be able to kill them. Do you know if the developers have more competitive content for the future? Talking about 25 to 40 people, I need to kill the villain of the expansion. Yeah, so in our Town Hall stream, our CTO, Matt Tonks, was talking all about adding more bosses, kind of mega bosses to the game, more substantial mobs that kind of take cooperative effort. We have the elemental boss to destroy. So you have to kind of use a little bit of your thinking cap and not just kind of, button smash and use your skill to do as much damage as you can. And yeah, absolutely. There's going to be totally kind of more quest-based, missions. And there's going to be PvP coming to the game as well. I remember Matt was kind of hinting that there's possibly going to be a kind of like a fighting dojo. And we can kind of double that as a testing environment for players to kind of live test how PvP would be in Big Time. So they wouldn't lose anything, and it would be maybe like a module to your space to add, and it could be like a fighting ring or a dojo to interact with and kill each other, and then we could kind of test out what PvP would be like, so the devs can get crucial statistics to make it a better, kind of better until it actually becomes competitive PvP, where there's like stuff on the line and people lose their stuff to make sure it's balanced, right? But I love massive adventures and quests that take, 25 to 40 people or more. We have our public events, which I believe, what are they, 20 to 30? So yeah, it's going to get bigger. There's going to be more of them. And that's just kind of the tip of the iceberg. Kind of that public event was really just a test to what it's going to be like. And because we are in early access, most of the stuff that we implement, we're getting data from it to make the kind of game better as a whole. So yeah, that's something that to keep into consideration. And guys, you don't have to wait long for these things. 4 to 6 weeks every single update for a major patch. I mean that's kind of the duration between 0.25 and these other updates. Like 4 to 6 weeks, I believe the schedule we're shooting for. So keep that in mind that there's so much more stuff coming to the game, and we're not slowing down. Honestly, I think we're speeding up. Do you think updates were coming pretty fast? I really feel like they're only coming faster. So that is something pretty fun. I have no audio? You have no audio? What? This is no good. That running animation. Dude, you have no audio? I think there's audio. Everyone else can hear me on other platforms. Well, who am I talking to if you can't hear me? But I think that's on your side, my man. PvP, I mean, well, we have ranked areas, 2v2s, 3v3s, battlefields. Got them hyped for this game. So, yeah, so the PvP is we're really just going to be testing it. That was just an idea that we hypothesized to be able to test out PvP in like a dojo environment where there's no consequences, and you it's like a free-for-all brawl just to test stuff out inside of your space. So we can get statistics and data and information to be able to make it even a better experience later down the road. So nothing about something competitive. This is just an idea that Matt Tonks, our CTO, was talking about last Friday on our town hall stream. So I'm running to try and get into our dimensional rift to destroy our last one, and then we will push on and go forth and conquer. And if you guys don't know, you think I'm insane talking to all these chats at the same time? Oh, that's where we need to go. We're live streaming. Oh my gosh, dude, you really, man. But we're live streaming on a bunch of different platforms right now, all at the same time. So I'm answering chats from all over the place. All right, let's take this rock over. I believe this is the way. But guys, I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. We're just vibing, talking, answering questions into our chat, and having a fun time. Hey, Zach. Hi, everyone. What's up, DJ Crypto Queen? DJ Crypto Queen, is the audio all right? Because some people are saying they can't hear me. So DJ Crypto Queen, if you can hear me, just let me know. Because I'm live streaming on a bunch of different platforms, so make sure it's working on Twitch. It's funny to say, but there's so many different platforms. OBS says it's working, and I think it is, but I just want to make sure that it is. So if there's audio issues, please let me know. I don't want to be talking to myself for 40 minutes. That would be insane. I don't know how the lore goes, but do you think, will there be more races? I would love to be part of the insectoids that show their life every other day. So if you really want to check out our lore, check out our wiki and our Medium articles. Have you ever used Loud and Clear on YouTube? Awesome. Thank you, guys. I don't know what that guy was saying, but I digress. If you guys want to know about the lore of the game, I don't know if you guys have heard of Medium before. Medium allows you to kind of post really huge articles, and our storyline writers have kind of gone into depth and detail about kind of the background and storylines of these characters and these quests that were going on. So if you want to check that out, check out our Medium articles. So just type in Medium and type in Big Time. Man, as you can see, the adventure generates in these very cool and kooky ways. So I'm trying to get over this bridge. As you can see, it's very cool. You're never going to get the same thing. But you never know if you're going to be able to join the insectoid. There's going to be more pocket watches, which are kind of how we have classes. So you never know. You never know. I know we're going to get more pocket watches coming to the game. You never know what's going to happen, man. Jeez, come on, die already. I would love that. I would love to be able to expand. Guys, if you look at our concept art, actually, some of the enemies wield even firearms. Like, not just melee weapons like a traditional MMO. There's firearms. There's guns. So, don't, if you think Big Time is anywhere near completion, you are totally wrong. You are going to be able to go to, adventures that expand in feudal Japan, medieval Europe. The list kind of goes on and on of what you're going to be able to interact with and fight. And you're going to go through time and space. Time's End is just the tip of the iceberg. There's going to be a place called Epoch City. If you guys know what Epoch City is, that's going to be kind of a main social hub, which is a non-combat area. And it's kind of like a world you'll be able to go and buy and trade and sell stuff like Watertown, but, 100 times bigger. Basically, it's another world like Time's End, which is just kind of like a merchant communication social area. So man, that stuff is so cool. You're gonna be able to go to feudal Japan. You're gonna travel back in time. Who knows? Do timeshares, which are kind of just expansions of time and kind of like mini DLCs, which are gonna be free for the player. So yeah, guys, if you look at our medium, it's really cool. It gives you a bunch of lore-based stuff, and it's really hecka fun to read. And it's only going to be getting bigger. Our last patch was just about lore and our first-time user experience. And that really is just the tip of the iceberg of kind of what you're going to be able to experience, explore, adventure, battle in, and so much more is coming. Give me that stick shooter, man. I'm with you. I absolutely love, weapons in games, and being able to use something like some, I don't know, man, some rifle or sniper in big time. Oh man, I'm for that. That'll just be so much fun, right? All right, so guys, you can see this adventure is freaking huge. I'm running to get to the boss area about 700 meters away. And yeah, in that boss area, we're gonna fight the main chunky boy and kill him. Hopefully we'll survive, guys. Fingers and toes and eyes crossed, man. All right, let's see if we can interact. So guys, if you remember in my inventory, I need to go down these skill trees, and to go down these skill trees, you can see I need to talk to these Path of Defense, these trainers around Time's End. Well, you can also find them inside of these adventures, and you can spend gold coins and interact with them inside of the adventure. That's something important to mention. I drowned train across to the other side of the building. I want to go see the buildings that can be seen in the distance. Will that be possible to swim in the future? GoJan, you're asking such great questions. Thank you for commenting. Yeah, so Matt Tonks, our CTO, the other day was just talking about continents in big time, being able to explore and go super far into the distance. And he was talking about those far off buildings and those mountains. You're going to be able to traverse, explore, expand, go to different areas of the map. It's going to be completely built out in different sectors. Yeah, so I don't know how they're going to implement it, to be honest. I don't know if it's going to be like a fast travel teleport. I don't know if you're going to have a boat to possibly swim, or maybe you'll take a, I don't know, a pet to get there. I don't know, maybe some dragon. Who knows? Some sea serpent. Who knows what the Big Time team has in store? But yeah, you'll be able to traverse those areas, explore those continents. The map is just going to be just huge. It's hard to wrap your mind around it. It really seems Minecraft level of map size, where you're just able to expand miles and miles in any direction. And those mountains you see in the distance when you're really high up, you're gonna be able to go there. So don't try it now. They don't want you going there yet, because they want to make sure there's enough content to fill those far off lands. And as soon as they add content for those far off lands, you're gonna be able to explore, venture off, and have insane adventures. The servers are going to get way bigger to accommodate, I can't imagine tons of players in every kind of corner of the map. And man, global chat is really going to be popping, man. I'll tell you, it's going to be very cool. Especially when you have more friend features. Imagine you have a friend of yours and he's on the other side of Time's End, like, kilometers away, and you guys, venture to each other with, I don't know, some fast travel pet or something. I'm just hypothesizing. But man, I can just imagine how much fun that's going to be. As you can see, man, I'm very passionate about this stuff, and as the community manager, I really want to be that voice between the community and the developers to really make sure everyone is heard. And the developers are in our Discord all the time, listening and hearing, even if they're not responding, because they can't respond to each one of the 400,000 people who write. Yeah, we really want to hear what you have to say, see what you have to say, and that's kind of my job, is to bridge that gap so you guys feel heard. I really think that's the biggest thing, is because this game is for you guys. It's for you guys to enjoy it. If there's something that you guys really want, if there's something you guys want changed, if there's something you guys don't like, and maybe you think better balance can happen somewhere, I'm your guy to make sure that it's your heard, and make sure that you're accommodated, and be able to kind of complete everything that the community wants. Is there a feature that's not implemented that you can tell us that you are super excited about? I wish I could tell you, or I'd get in big trouble. I can't say the stuff that I know, or I'll get in big trouble. I wish I could tell you guys, but I can kind of say what Matt Tonks talked about the other day. Is there really is going to be more pocket watches coming to the game, which is going to be more character classes that are going to be coming to the game one day. The world is going to be expanding. There's going to be PvP one day that they're going to explore and make sure that's something that's fully fledged out. You'll be able to battle each other, not just PvE. That's going to add a whole nother element to the game. You're going to be able to just do a whole ton of stuff. You're going to be able to craft your digital cosmetics, of course, with your utilities in your workshop. It's just going to be insane what you're going to be able to do, and I'm really looking forward to it. And since we're getting updates pretty much once a month-ish, there is so much stuff coming, and I'm so excited for you guys to see it. It really is going to be revolutionary to the game, and the meta is going to change for the best. And you're going to be with your homies, and it's going to be a lot easier to get into game. We've simplified the whole Ruby Pass process, so if you want a Ruby Pass, it's considerably easier. And just so we can get as many people as possible in game, joining the community, talking and having fun. And that's really what we're all about, man. Because we are an MMO first. We are made by gamers for gamers. Dude, I played video games my whole life, man. And that's why I feel like I really feel like I am, just like a member of the community, just like you guys, but I have the ability to reach the devs and make sure that you guys feel heard, which is what we're all about. All right, guys, this was a bunch of fun. Let's get back to Watertown. I'm gonna sell the goodies I don't need, and then we're gonna call this stream a day, man. All right, let's go forth. Let's kill some bad guys. Guys, we had good luck in these adventures. We got our artifact fragments. We got a bunch of good loot. We didn't die. Hey, man, we don't die. It's a good day, right? Every day above ground is a good day. A very wise friend of mine told me that. So, I have to agree with him. I saw the game, I said to myself, if they do it right, it could almost be as big as World of Warcraft or maybe bigger. Man, I have to agree. I saw the concept art, what was it, 2 years ago now? When there wasn't even a game, and I was like, oh, dude, this looks cool. I want to be part of this, man. Not just like as part of like working here. I just meant I think it would be really cool to just to be part and play the game. And then I just was interested in the community, and I loved what people were doing. And it really can be. And tell you, everyone judges Big Time as it's fully released. Man, we're in early access. We got a lot more stuff that's coming. So people who judge Big Time as it's fully released, they just don't understand. And even if they are judging it as a full release, then it really, even then, which it's not, it still holds up to kind of the competitors, and in this space it really is revolutionary. I may be biased, but I'm so excited for what's coming, and I get to see how hard the developers work. And man, I am just absolutely so hyped up. So hyped up, man. Because I just know it's coming, right? So tell you, if you guys knew what I knew, you would be so freaking pumped. And I think a lot of the community is, and I can share my excitement. But guys, thank you so much for coming on today. This has been fun. We had very good chats. I like talking to you guys. You're wonderful as always. If this is your first time seeing Big Time, join our Discord and type !access to be able to get yourself an early access pass for free and get into the game, so you can do what I'm doing and talking to the community and join a guild and getting daily bounties and kill some bad guys and go forth and conquer. But guys, have a great rest of your day. Thanks for coming on. I'll be streaming, I believe, again tomorrow. And thank you. I'll talk to you all soon. Have a fantastic rest of your Tuesday and keep saying awesome. All right. Peace, everybody.